made it here, which means something in you refused to stay broken. Good, because what I'm about to say isn't for the world. They've already decided what they want to believe. This is for you, for the silence they mistook for weakness, for the pain they caused and thought you wouldn't survive. This is the moment where you stop bleeding quietly and start making the world hear your scream. Now you feel me. They wanted a quiet version of you, polite, controlled, harmless. They prayed your voice would crack under pressure, that your will would fold like paper. They called your fire too much, your passion too intense, your truth too loud. But the truth is, they didn't fear your noise. They feared what it meant. Because if you ever truly spoke from your scars, they would finally feel the pain they caused. You see, they danced on your downfall, watched you crawl through broken glass and whispered, "Stay down. That's where you belong." They fed off your silence like leeches on a dying soul. But silence was never the end of you. It was just the chamber before the detonation. You gave them years to do the right thing. You swallowed words that scorched your throat. You held back hurricanes in the name of peace. But peace bought with your pain is not peace. It's prison. And now, the bars are bent, the doors are open, and the storm they swore would never come is walking. You want to know why they're nervous now? Why they whisper your name like it's a curse? Because now you feel me. Now they feel you. And for the first time, it hurts them back. The pain you endured alone, they carry the echo now. The betrayal they once justified, now it haunts them in every mirror. You didn't become a monster. You became the mirror. And that's what terrifies them. Not your rage, not your power, but the fact that when they look at you, they see the truth they ran from. You were the proof. You are the proof. That survival looks nothing like peace. It looks like power born from wreckage. It looks like fire that learned to walk. It looks like you. There were nights you begged the sky to take you, days where your own reflection felt like a stranger. You weren't healing. You were hiding, pretending not to care, while silently breaking in places even you couldn't reach. But what crawled out of that dark? What stood up when even you thought it was over? Something different. Something no apology could undo. Something too honest to ever be quiet again. They said you were too emotional, that your pain made you unstable. But let me tell you something brutal and true. That pain made you precise. It made you dangerous, not reckless, relentless. They should have never taught you how to feel deeply if they didn't want to drown in the consequences. Now you walk like vengeance, dressed in patience. You speak like thunder that waited years to break the sky. You no longer beg for understanding. You don't chase closure. You are the closure. You don't need their validation. You are the validation. Every scar, every scream, every silent night that tried to kill you, they live in your voice now, and it's louder than ever. You aren't asking them to understand anymore. You're making them feel it. You're making the world reckon with what it created. They buried you in silence, but silence doesn't mean stillness. It means loading. And now, the shot has been fired. The war has begun, and you're the one holding the trigger. You didn't want revenge. You wanted peace. But when peace cost you your dignity, your power, your identity, that's when peace became the enemy. So now you walk forward, not to be seen, but to be remembered, not to be loved, but to be respected, not to be healed. but to become untouchable. Let them talk. Let them squirm. Let them pretend they don't hear the fire in your footsteps. Because deep down, they know. They all know. Now you feel me, and they do too.